From the Becky Insurance broadcast booth, Brian and Jake Musell. Pregame time from Muscatine High School. If you can hear us, tip-off's about 13 minutes away. Come on out. There's still some seats available. Crowd starting to file in, and they should. This thing should be jammed to the rafters tonight for the Muskies and Bulldogs playing for first place in the MAC this late in the season. Bettendorf comes into this one tonight led by two outstanding juniors, their leading scorers. Michael Gordon in the backcourt, averaging just under 21 a game. What's really impressive, though, is stat line, 36.5% from three, so he can really stroke it. Caden Gray, another junior, 11 points a game. Leading rebounder for the Bulldogs is Ben Koperik, and he's averaging about 5 a game. The Muskies are led in scoring by the three-headed monsters this year. The seniors, Talon Becker, 17 a game. Spencer Bia, who is just a man among boys Tuesday night against PV, knocked in 23. He's averaging 13 a game. And Adrian Gonpu, 10 points a game. Leading rebounder on the year for the Muskies, Spencer Bia at 6.6 per game. The Muskies going to look for really lead on their seniors tonight to give them leadership and jump on top. The Bulldogs, outstanding team as we mentioned. These two teams played earlier this year, and Bettendorf knocked off the Muskies 60-57. My broadcast partner, Jake Musell. And Jake, you've seen the stat line. You know how good Bettendorf historically is. And the Muskies and Bulldogs have had some great games over the years. What are you looking for tonight?
Yeah, first and foremost, happy Friday. This is going to be an awesome matchup. So if you can hear us, still come out. There's plenty of seats. As far as this game for us, the keys of the games for the Muskies, we got to start fast and put up points early. These two teams both can put the ball in the bucket very quick, very often as well, and once they're hot, they're hot. So got to stay hot, got to be fast on it, put the ball in the basket, as well as all 4 quarters. We got to play all 4 quarters. Last week kind of let us slip away against a good PV team, obviously, but didn't feel like we played all 4 quarters in that game. So with this team, obviously trying to stay in first place in the MAC and protect the den like you always have been this year. Got to put up points, got to start fast, and all 4 quarters got to be playing.
Folks, there you have it. The 7th-ranked Muskies, 11-2 in the MAC. The Bettendorf Bulldogs, 11-2 in the MAC. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back with more Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
All Seasons Glass and Mirror in Muscatine provides multiple services, including window glass, screen repair, mirrors, and furniture tops. All Seasons Glass can do it all. All Seasons Glass is there when you need them. For more information, call 263-9044. All Seasons Glass now does shower doors and are a proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies! All Seasons Glass, 1517 Gobble Street in Muscatine.
This is John Becky. Do you have questions about your Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts with Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We will help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call Mike Dunlap or myself, John Becky, and get started today.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2026 Enclaves, $7,500 off. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade. Select models approved credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary, plus tax, title registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
Hey, Muskie fans. This is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an O-R and Kenny with an E-Y. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies!
Your home for Muskie sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Muskies, Brian Musell and Jake Musell, all season long for action-packed Muskie basketball, powered by Becky Insurance. Catch every boys and girls home game on KWPC, 95.1 FM, 860 AM, thevoiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Muskies play here, only on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. This is Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Brian and Jake Musell, and we got a big one on tap tonight, as we've talked about it thus far. The pregame show. Justin Miller joins us. If you're not listening to us live stream or on the radio, because you can't get on the radio anymore, you can watch us on MPW TV5. Justin Miller in the house, making all of that possible, so you'll be able to listen to us and watch us live for those of you with MPW cable. We thank Muskie Power Water for providing that to everyone with cable TV. That's an outstanding benefit. Jake, still waiting for the starting lineups to be posted, and then we'll have those for everybody. And until then, we're going to take our final timeout, and we'll come back and give you those starting lineups for tonight's matchup and the national anthem. You are listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC.
Action-packed Muskie basketball is next on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Go Muskies!
All Seasons Glass and Mirror in Muscatine provides multiple services, including window glass, screen repair, mirrors, and furniture top. All Seasons Glass can do it all. All Seasons Glass is there when you need them. For more information, call 263-9044. All Seasons Glass now does shower doors and are a proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies! All Seasons Glass, 1517 Gobble Street in Muscatine.
For 80 years, Ed Moore's has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Moore's Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2026 Enclaves, $7,500 off. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Moore's Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade. Select models, approved credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary. Plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have questions about Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts at Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We'll help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call John Becky or me, Mike Dunlap, and get started today.
Muscatine pride runs strong, and MPW is proud to power the Muskies. From lights on the court and stage to the water in your bottle to the internet and TV bringing the action to your home, MPW keeps our community connected. We're more than a utility. We're your hometown team. So cheer loud, Muscatine. Go Muskies. Learn more at mpw.org. Proud supporter of Muskie athletics and activities.
Your home for Hawkeye sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Muskie Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Becky Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Muskie Athletics. Now let's join Brian and Jake Musell for the first half.
Welcome back to Muskie Basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. It's Brian Musell and Jake Musell. The teams have got about a minute left in the warm-up session, and we'll be back with the starting lineups as they're starting to post them on the big board here, and we'll let you have those soon. And then the national anthem. And boy, this is what it's all about, Jake. First place matchup. Two perennial MAC opponents for many years, Bettendorf and Muscatine. And like I said, these two teams, 60-57 earlier in the year, earlier in January, actually, 60-57 at Bettendorf. And now tonight, Muskies looking for their chance to avenge that loss and go up in the standings.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting night. This is a packed crowd here in Muscatine, so it's exciting to see. It's been a while since you've seen all these fans here, and obviously got a smile on their face because this Muskie team obviously makes them proud of what they've done all year and what they did last year. Obviously, being MAC champs, they wanted to try to go back to back. I don't know how many times it's happened here, and this would be pretty cool. So obviously it starts with this one, and yes, it does not solidify that they are MAC champs tonight. They got to obviously handle business next week, but starts with this game. This is a big-time matchup. Should be fun. Cannot wait. I am excited as can be.
Excited. You know, the Muskies, as we look back the history in the 15-16, the 16-17, 17-18 years, you were part of that, Jake. That's obviously the Joe Wieskamp years. The Muskies won 15, 15, and 16 games, respectively, with a state appearance in 2018 to the state tournament. Then they went on a rough spell, pretty much a rough patch, you know, for several years. And then last year, program reborn 18-4, and MAC champs this year sitting at 14-2 with an opportunity to go, like Jake said, back-to-back in the MAC, and that would be outstanding. And now they're introducing the reserves for Bettendorf, and then it'll be the Muskies. But tonight, the starters for Bettendorf at one guard, Michael Gordon, a 6-foot junior, will be joined by Justin Brown, a 5'10 sophomore. Ben Korporek, a 6'6 senior, will be joined by Creighton Arguello, a 6'1 senior, and up front, 6'5 junior Caden Gray. So Bettendorf, 2 juniors, 2 seniors, and a sophomore in their starting lineup, and their head coach is Alvin Vesey. For the Muskies, their starting lineup, it'll be their leading scorer, Talon Becker, 6'4 senior. He'll be joined by Adrian Ganpu, a 6'4 senior, and Spencer Bia, a 6'3 senior. As we mentioned earlier, these three all averaging in double figures to lead the Muskies. Their fine senior, their glue guy in the backcourt, Nate LeCarron, a 6'4 senior, and Sam Church, the junior, 6'4 junior. So the Muskies, 4 seniors and a junior in the starting lineup. The head coach is Luke Torelli. Gordon, of course, outstanding. Justin Brown, just a sophomore for Bettendorf. For those of you watching on MPW. So Korporek gets introduced. Creighton Arguello. I said Arguello, sorry, it's Arguello. So Korporek and Arguello, along with Gray, Brown, and Gordon, and now here come the Muskies. Talon Becker got a lot of offensive skill set, well-rounded player, Jake.
He does, and we need to get him going early tonight.
Wearing a Carolina blue sneakers, you got to like that.
Gotta love it. Tar Heels all the way.
Ganpu's been outstanding, and now Spencer Bia was just, he took that game over Tuesday night.
Those two are going to have a lot to do with tonight's game here.
LeCarron, Always solid. Get the ball in his hands. It's good stuff. And Sammy Church, and there's your starters, folks. Folks, take a timeout for our national anthem. Grace Kreitner with the national anthem. Outstanding rendition of our national anthem by Grace Kreitner. And we're ready for basketball, folks. Pull up a chair and enjoy this one tonight. Big student section, big student section. Little whiteout action. Most of the kids, some didn't get the memo, but I would say most of the kids dressed in white tonight.
Yeah, packed house. Band was awesome already in pregame. They will be at halftime, I'm sure, as well. I gotta love it. There's middle school kids, there's young kids, this youth. This is what it's all about. These youth players obviously look up to this high school team, and one day they'll obviously reflect on what it means to these guys actually just watching them. So setting a good example of these juniors and seniors they have been all year.
Gompu and Koperick to jump. And the tap control by the Muskies, and we're underway. Luke Kiernan in the front court for the Muskies. He's guarded by Brown. He swings it left side for Church, and the ball on the floor, almost stolen, and it is by Bettendorf. Gordon pounds a dribble in the front court. Bettendorf for the road blacks with the white numbers. Muskies in the home whites. Gold trim and purple numbers. Gordon out front, deep three. No surprise there, knocks it down and blows a kiss to the student section. He's got some swag to his game, Jake. Not sure that's going to play well.
Yeah, he's already feeling it.
There's Becker for three. Back iron, no good. The rebound slapped and saved. Nice save by Gray, and here comes Bettendorf. In the front court is Brown. Three-zip Bulldogs, and there's a foul. Boy, a reach foul. As Gray put it on the deck, I believe they're going to get Gonpu. And it is. It's on Adrian. That's his first. And the first on the Muskies.
Yeah, with Gordon out there, I mean, his first three was already a 20-footer. No matter where he's at on the floor, you got to stick to him.
And he's not afraid to shoot. He puts up a lot of them. There's another one out of the corner. This one, no good. He's taken 107 threes so far this year. To the rim, lays up, no good. Bia, good take. And in the front court, Gordon. On LeCaron, and he's over to Arguello. Arguello has it. Now he picks his dribble up. Now he swings it out front now for Gray, and Bettendorf swings it around. Good defense by the Muskies. They feed it into Gray. Slapped out of bounds by Gonpu, out of bounds off Gray. And a turnover on the Bulldogs.
And Gonpu starting off early with those active hands, getting in the passing lanes, making it hard for Bettendorf to get passing through down low.
Three-zip Bettendorf, 6:39 to play in the first. LeCarron walks the ball up for the Muskies. Bia swings it over for Church. Sam goes baseline. Back to Bia. Spencer now hesitation, spin, back to Church. Both teams defending hard early on. LeKiernan right wing, back to Bia top of the key. Shot clock at 10, Becker has it. Now to Ganpu, they feed it inside, Spencer. Shot up, no, gets his own rebound, good! Spencer Bia.
Yeah, Gordon Abel was able to tap it out of his hands, but Bia was able to come back down with it and pull it back up.
3-2 Bettendorf. Brown has it. Over to Koperick, and now there's Arguello for three. No, and a foul on Bia. And there's going to be 3 shots now on the 3-point miss. Creighton Arguello will go to the stripe. Just 45% in the season. And that's the first foul on Spencer Bia.
Yeah, Bia just didn't let him land. He kind of ran right into him. As far as the other end goes, Sam Church being 6'4", almost 6'5", I would say, he's getting guarded by a 6'1" guard in Arguello. I would like to see him get down low, use his strength, use his body, and get some points and let him start early. If you get him going, the rest of this team is going to go.
Arguello knocks down the second. And he'll have his third free throw right here on the way, and no good. Makes 1 of 3, and there's a ball slapped off of Bia out of bounds, and Bettendorf will get it. 4-2 Bulldogs, 5:50 to play here in the first.
Just hustle play by Bettendorf, and Korprick was able to tap it out.
Brown will inbounds. It gets it to Gray. He takes a 12-footer. No good rebound. Strong rebound by Becker. And here come the Muskies. Talon in the front court. Loses it off his hand. Stolen away by Caden Gray, the junior. And he brings it up the floor. And that's a timeout. An official's timeout. Something's being said probably in the student section. They get athletic director Mike Henson. The official called Mike Henson out right away, so Henson is going to have to go address something. There was something the official had to have heard there, Jake, to call out the AD and stop play.
Yeah, that's very rare that happen when they actually stop live play, so something must have been said over there.
Boy, I tell you, I've been to some venues in the MAC, and I've never seen the official stop play before.
No.
And now there's a foul on Church. And that's going to be, so the Muskies early on here with a foul on Church, B, and Ganpu. Just 2.5 minutes into this one.
Yeah, rough start so far by the Muskies. Just got to slow down and stay with pace.
There's almost a travel. Gordon with a rocker. Shot no good and rebound. Church, good board by Sam. Here come the Muskies. Chance to tie or take the lead. Bia over to LeKiernan. 3-ball corner pocket. Good! A CHC3! And Nate LeKiernan gets the Muskies on top.
Yeah, that's a great start by your big senior leader, Nate LeKiernan. Waddle slow this team down, slow this game down by a big 3, big shot.
LeKiernan gets the Muskies their first lead, 5-4. There's a ball slapped and picked up by Gray. They feed it inside. Arguello lays it in.
He had just missed it there and kind of got outnumbered.
6-5 Bettendorf. There's Becker. Over to Ganpu. You're right, Jake. I'd like to see him get it to Church inside. There's Sam out front. Arguello on him. Back to Bia. Bia hesitation dribble to the rim with that body. Good.
Yeah, that's just too easy. Too big, too small. He's too strong, too good. Spencer Bia.
Spencer Bia. 7-6 Muskies. Bia with 4. There's Gray. Kicks it out. Brown for 3 out of the corner. Good. And he's blowing a kiss. And there's a technical. Bettendorf came into this one. There's one thing to have swag and confidence, another thing to just be cocky and arrogant. And that's the second time they've blown kisses to the crowd after a 3. And he did it right in front of the Muskie bench and got teed up.
Yeah, so far that's the second time a Bulldog has done it. They obviously didn't see it the first time, but it was clear and obvious. He made a good shot, made a good 3, and just right in Muskie's bench, just stared him down. You can't do that with a hand gesture.
Brown's a fine player. Didn't need to do that. I'm sure he didn't mean to. Well, he meant to do it, but I'm sure he regrets it after talking to his head coach. So it's 9-7. Becker will go to the line to shoot the technical. And it's a big game for both teams. Both teams jacked up. This means a lot to these kids. You know, and that was a heck of a shot by Brown. You don't need to do that. And a free throw by Becker's good. Becker's 69% for the stripe on the season. His first point, good for him to see the ball go through the net there. And Talon will get one more. And this one's on the way, and it rattles home. Becker makes a pair, and we're tied at 9.
That helps the Muskies. That's just 2 free baskets for them, and they get the ball back. So a chance for a 4 or 5 point play here.
4 minutes into it, I've called, hundreds of basketball games. I've never seen an official stop play mid-dribble to get the AD to go stand in front of his student section. And high school, you've seen a lot of things, but I've seen 2 blown kisses after threes. And the second one got teed up. Gonpu to the rim, good! And a foul on the Bulldogs.
And starting it off again with the 2-man heads-up play by Spencer Bia, falling it in to Adrian Gonpu, high man down low. He was able to seal off his man, get fouled behind, and made it for an and one. Hopefully knocks in for the 3-point play.
Gonpu now his first basket, and he completes a 3-point play. And the Muskies go up 12-9, their biggest lead. Each team has had 3-point leads, and LeKernan knocks it out of bounds.
LeKernan making it difficult to inbound this basketball. And I'm sure Bulldogs are definitely frustrated now after that tee. Make a big-time 3, we make 2 free throws, and then we get an and one out of it.
Gordon now on LeKernan, brings it up over half court. 12-9 Muskies. 3:50 to play in the first. Gordon, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Becker to LeKernan. Here come the Muskies. B in the front court, spins away from the defense. Now he drives in, picks his dribble up under the hoop, and he steps out of bounds. Turnover on the Muskies. Spencer picked his dribble up in a tough spot. Not a lot you can do down there.
Yeah, it's hard when you pick your dribble up in between the eye and the end down there on the court. You kind of can't do much with it. And you either got to go out of bounds or may get turned over.
Gabor and Welsh set to check in for the Muskies. Drew Sharp has checked into the Bulldog lineup. There's Gray out high. Swings it over to Sharp. Sharp back out front for Gordon. Gordon drives the lane. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound inside. Up and in. And a nice putback by Koperick.
Yeah, Muskies got what they wanted. They were able to get Gordon another hard, difficult shot and made a miss and just got to execute on that rebound.
Bia has it. Now to Becker. Becker left wing. 12-11 Muskies. There's Gonpu over to Church. Back to Bia. Spencer picks it up at the elbow. To Gonpu, crossover dribble to the rim, lays it up and in! Adrian Gonpu!
And they're forcing him that way. They're making him dribble it right, so what does he do? Take it right hand, go with his non-dominant hand, easy bucket for Gonpu.
He's up to 5, and the Muskies lead 14-11. 2:25 left here in the first quarter. Bettendorf swings it around the horn. Gordon bounces it, crossover. Nice move by Gordon, but he misses the layup. Excellent step through. There's B out front. He's tripped and a foul, and it's going to go on Koperick. Koperick was diving for the ball, but Bia recovered it and tripped over him, thus the foul. Hard foul. Spencer's going to be okay as he checks out with LeKernan, and Gabor and Welsh check in.
Yeah, good minutes by both of those seniors, especially LeKernan had the tall task early of guarding their best player in Gordon, and it's making it difficult so far. I think Gordon's taken 4 or 5 shots and only knocked down one of them.
Rylan Gabor, valuable minutes all season long from Gabor, the junior. There's Church over to Becker. Becker now swings it to Gonpu. Now it's Gabor right wing. He dribbles between the legs into the paint over to Walsh. And now to Becker, and the Muskies swing it around. Shot clock at 10. Gonpu feeds the post to Church. Lays it up and in. Sam Church.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you got to do is get your mismatches, and that's what they found.
Timeout Bettendorf. 1:39 to play in the first. And the Muskies lead 16-11. Gonpu has gotten it going with 5. Bettendorf is led in scoring by their leading scorer. Michael Gordon has 3. Koperick has 3. And Arguello has 3. So there you are, folks. But you know what, Jake? We knew this was going to be a war, and it is a war.
So far it has been, definitely. You got our student section obviously talking, the Bulldogs talking. So everything, calm our nerves. This is a big-time matchup, but still, for the Muskies, you got to focus on all 4 quarters. You can't focus on what's around you. That was a great play by Sam Church. He knew the mismatch. Right now they had Jaden Davis, a 5'11 junior on him. He's 6'4". Stay down in there. Keep staying big. Use your strengths. You're going to get a lot of baskets tonight.
And it's great to see the gym. I'd say it's 85-90% full, maybe more. People still walking in. Good job, Muscatine, showing up, supporting the community tonight. There's Jaden Davis, who's checked in the game. He swings it over Sharp, the lefty, for 3, knocks it down. Boy, it's a big shot by Drew Sharp off the bench, and it's 16-14, Muskies by 2.
Yeah, that's a 6'8 junior for the Bulldogs.
Yes.
There. Little awkward, little lefty shot, but it got a smooth stroke to it.
No doubt. Gabor over to Gonpu, inside the Church. It's slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Muskies.
Again, I like what they're doing. They're trying to find Church or Gonpu down low, and these two are exploiting their mismatches with the height and strength that we have compared to this Bulldog team.
There's Gabor, gets it in now for Becker. Church in the right corner. Sam puts on the deck. Back to Becker, deep 3 right wing, no good, and the ball slapped around and a foul. This one's going to go on Church, I believe, and if it is, that's his second. And it is, that's on Sam Church. It's a big foul here. So Church has 2 fouls in the first quarter. Checks out, Thomas Norton checks in along with Bia. So Gonpu's getting his first breather, and so is Church. So the Muskies have Becker, Bia, Welsh, Norton, and Gabor on the floor. The only starter is Talon Becker that has not sat yet. Davis in the front court for Bettendorf, over to Gordon. Gordon now is another player. Caleb Brown has checked in. There's Gray to the rim. It looked like he traveled, and he did. A little late on the call, but a good call. And a turnover on Bettendorf.
Yeah, Tom Norton making it difficult again. I swear he's got 1 or 2 plays each game where he just makes a difference for this team. And obviously, Coach Torelli has a lot of trust in him and getting him valuable minutes. And obviously, he's going to be a big part of this going forward and next year.
Norton knows one speed, and that's pedal to the metal. He just goes nonstop. There's Welsh. Picks his dribble up. Over to Bia. 2-second difference in shot and game clock. Game's at 20. Shot clock at 18. Now it's ticking down. Muskie's playing for, there's Bia.
Yeah, play for 1 here.
Kicks it back to Becker. Becker hesitation dribble. Tough shot baseline. No good. Rebound inside. Norton to the rim. Good. Tom Norton knocks it home. And we played 1. The Muskies lead the Bulldogs 18-14. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC.
This is John Becky. Have health insurance questions? You can get advice at no additional cost from a well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield authorized independent agent. Call Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to find a well-marked health insurance plan that's right for you and your family. Getting quality health insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, John Becky, your local health insurance expert today.
John Becky and Mike Delap are local authorized independent agents for Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. 1 quarter in the books, and the Muskies lead the Bulldogs 18-14. Bettendorf comes out the second half. They've got Dillenberg, Michael Gordon, Koperick, Caleb Brown, and Sharp on the floor. Sharp goes to the rim. Shot no good. And it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Canton Welsh. The Muskies have got Welsh. Gage Curtis has checked in. Rylan Gabor, Spencer B. and Thomas Norton. Muscatine's biggest lead of that first quarter was 5. Bettendorf's biggest lead was 3. And Adrian Gonpu led all scorers in the first quarter with 5 points. Free throw by Sharp is good. He has 4 points off the bench for Bettendorf. On the season, Sharp at the stripe, 85% outstanding shooter. Second free throw on the way, rattles home. So, Jake, they got some impressive juniors. We saw a good sophomore team, 6'8" junior Sharp, now with 5, leads Bettendorf.
Yeah, and this is why the Bulldogs are so difficult, is that they got youth and they got depth, and that's a good advantage that, Muscatine has this year as well, is that they play 8-9 guys as well.
There's Bia to the rim, shot on the way, good! He just took it too Sharp, he's 6'8", very slender. Spencer, very strong.
Yeah, right where he started off against BV, taking it to the rack like always.
Muskies up 4, 20-16. Sharp spins on Bia, and it's a jump ball. And that's strength by Bia to tie him up. Good drive by Sharp. Bia just too strong.
Yeah, Sharp just spun around right into him, and Bia was right there. Had his hands out, ready to rip the ball out of his hands, and he did so.
Clock nearing 7 minutes to play in the half. 20-16 Muskies. Walsh swings it to Gabor, now to Norton, and the Muskies working the perimeter. They feed it down baseline for Bia. He backs down on Sharp. Back out front, Gabor for 3. No good. And the rebound run down by Koperick.
Good hustle by Norton. Good shot by Gabor. Had his feet set, just went right in and out.
Gordon to Sharp, and now Gordon gets it back. He's guarded by Gabor. Spin move by Gordon, swings it out. There's a 3 ball. Long, no good by Berg, and cleared by the Muskies.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Gordon. Just didn't fall for Bulldogs, and Muskies was able to get a stop after one possession.
Out front, Gabor. 20-16, Muskies by 4. Walsh gets it slapped away, but it'll stay with the Muskies. Gray to check back in for Bettendorf along with Justin Brown. And Gordon sits down for his first breather of the night along with Caleb Brown. There's Norton in the corner for Bia. Top of the key, Spencer spins to his left, drives in, shot blocked by Gray, but it's out of bounds and will stay with the Muskies. Spencer really does a good job, Jake. He puts his shoulder down, really gets it into the defender. He goes to the rim and he forces the official. He puts a lot of pressure on them to make calls. He thought he had that one, but they didn't call it. There's Gabor. Top of the key. Shot clock at 3. Bia for 3. Air ball no good, and it's a violation of the Muskies.
Yeah, that's just a tough possession for the Muskies. I don't think the 5 guys on the court really understood there was 8 seconds on the shot clock, or noticed it at least. And Spencer Bia obviously doesn't shoot the 3 ball and what he's known for, and that's just a tough shot.
Justin Brown brings it up on Gabor. Now it's over to Berg. Berg dribbles to his left, picks it up, cross court. Sharp's not afraid to take another 3. Knocks it down, man. The 6'8" junior off the bench with 8 points. And Bettendorf's cut the lead to 1, 20-19 Muskies.
This Sharp is a sharp shooter.
That's his second 3. There's a 3. Gage Curtis, air ball, no good. Rebound, Bia. Spencer shot, no good. And the rebound cleared by Gray. Bettendorf down the floor. Berg has it. Hesitation dribble, back to Gray. Now they feed Koperick to the rim. No, Bia. Strong rebound to Gabor. Muskies down the floor. Rylan Gabor shot, no. Tipped in. Tommy Norton. The garbage man does it again.
Yeah, he's just been everywhere so far this first half. That's his second one. Offensive rebound and a nice bucket for Thomas Norton.
22-19. There's a steal by Bia. Down the floor. Lays it up. It in. Oh, no, we got a jump ball, guys. Gordon checks back in.
There, but it looks like it was a Bulldog ball.
I missed a little of that, folks. Sorry. Restricted vision from the upper deck here. There's Brown. Over to Gordon. 3-ball right wing. Good. He knocks it down. Gordon's second three.
Yeah, that's his second make. And so far, both of his makes have came from 20 foot. So, Muscatine's been making it very difficult for him, and he's been able to knock down 2 big ones.
We're tied at 22. 4:10 to play in the first half. There's Bia out front for the Muskies. Now they swing it over for Curtis. Gage puts it on the floor to Ganpu, and now we've got an offensive foul. They're going to call this. They're going to call it on Spencer Bia. That's his second. So Bia and Church, each with 2. Those are big fouls. And now we're tied at 22. That's a rough one.
Bia's looking at Coach Torelli, just telling him that I got it. He's not going to make another third foul. But the way he plays in his style, he goes downhill. That's going to be hard to do.
Gray swings it over. There's a 3-ball by Brown, and it's good. Justin Brown knocks down his second 3. So Gordon and Brown back-to-back threes, and just like that, Bettendorf leads the Muskies 25-22.
And after his third 3, he tried to make a little gesture again and realized he got teed for the first one.
There's LeKiernan out front. Muskies need a basket here. There's a 3 by Curtis. Gage Curtis buries it. We're tied at 25. A Community Healthcare 3, a CHC 3 for Gage Curtis.
Ganpu showed like he was going to screen. They went underneath it. They left him wide open. You can't leave a sharpshooter wide open. He's going to take that every single time. Great shot by Curtis.
Brown to Gray. Gray now puts it on the deck, drives in on Bia with those 2 fouls. Shot no good, and it's going to go to the Muskies. Gray wanted to go at Bia there to try to get his third, and now he comes out, but Church, with his 2 fouls, checks back in, and Sam Church, first action of the second quarter with those 2 fouls.
And Coach Vesey was unhappy with that call, thinking that it was off on Muscatine.
There's LeKiernan over to Church. They swing it to Becker. And now it's high for Ganpu. To Gage Curtis. Curtis over to Church. Left wing for LeKiernan. Now it's out high for Adrian Ganpu. There's Becker, deep 3, right wing! Talon Becker!
They got a guy that can shoot from 20. We got a guy that can shoot from 22.
Talon Becker, a CHC 3. And the Muskies go back up 3, and there's a pass off Becker's foot out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
And Curtis was making it difficult, making him force baseline, and Becker was able to drop down and able to knock that pass out of him.
Gordon and Brown each with 6, and Sharp with 8 for Bettendorf. There's a 3 by Brown, no good. Shot, that's Caleb Brown with the shot, no. And the rebound, Creighton Arguello lays it in on the putback, and it's 28-27, Muskies by 1. LeKiernan hesitation dribble. We're going to get a foul on Arguello.
Yeah, on the defensive end, we just kind of lost Arguello there. Guard not always attacking the basket. He did so that time and was able to get that rebound, that extra chance. And on this end, LeKiernan just did a crossover dribble on him and got him tripped up.
2 minutes to play and a half. We got a good one, folks. There's Church, feeds the post to Ganpu. Adrian inside, shot annoyed, no, and he's fouled. Good take. Good strong take by Ganpu.
And he's getting a little leery getting up. Kind of landed right on his hip on that one. Same thing. Him and Bia are a lot alike. They go right at it. They make the refs call it, make them make fouls, and even if they don't call it, they're not shaking their head, they're not pouting. They know that they're going right at their chest, and that's what their job was to do. I'm sure Coach Torelli, Coach Winters, and that staff tells them to do that.
Gonpu now 62% for the stripe on the year. Misses the first, second one by Adrian Good. He has 6. He and Bia each with 6 lead the Muskies. 29-27. There's Gordon and LeKiernan going at it. Nate with good defense. Down the floor, Gordon to the rim, left-handed layup good, and he's barking at the official. And it's tied at 29.
Yeah, that's some hand fighting, but that's a great no call by the refs. I think it's on both sides. I think Gordon is pushing off as well as Nate.
There's Becker. Talon steps into a 16-footer, rattles no good, and the rebound on the floor. Becker gets it to the rim. Good, Talon Becker.
Got to box out the shooter, and LeKiernan, he called a foul.
Senior taking, Nate thought he had the steal, but they called a foul in the backcourt. And that's going to be the first on Nate LeKiernan.
So far, first half, the senior LeKiernan has just been making it very difficult for Gordon. Gordon's got 8 already in this first half, but everything that he's made has been very difficult.
So a minute 10 to play. Nate reaching in on Gordon, trying to draw a count. He's pushing off there, and Norton with a steal. Tom Norton gets his hands in front of everything. Here come the Muskies. They lead by 2. Becker in the lane, spin to the rim, and he's fouled.
Yeah, great strong take by your leading scorer, Talon Becker. He's, last Tuesday he was kind of sitting outside the 3-point line, and PV was making it difficult for him, of course, but, he wasn't really taking it to the rack, and so far this first half he's been doing that and getting his points early, which you need. This guy can light up the scoreboard. You need him to get it going.
Becker knocks down the first. Talon leads the Muskies with 8. Gordon has 8 and Sharp have 8 for Bettendorf. Second free throw by Becker on the way, good. Becker up to 9 to lead the Muskies. The Muskies lead 33-29. Their biggest lead of the second quarter, their biggest lead of the night was 16-11.
This would be big for the Muskies with 50 seconds left to get a big stop here and slow the clock.
There's Gray Caleb Brown. He'll step into a 3. Back iron, no good. Norton high off the floor for the rebound, and the Muskies can play for basically 1 here. Shot clock at 28. Game clock at 30.
And you want to get at least going into half at 4. If not, being maybe 6 or 7 here. And don't let Bettendorf take this lead or even get it closer.
There's LeKiernan, top of the key. Swings it over to Curtis. Curtis puts it on the deck. And now it's Becker, your senior. Deep 3. Short, no good. And the rebound, Gordon. Down the floor he comes, and there's a foul on Becker. As Talon commits his first foul, but it'll be a side out, so really a smart foul by Becker. So Gordon, not a shooting foul. 2 seconds left in the half. 33-29, stay tuned at the half for the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. Brown will inbounds. He looks, he gets it to Sharp, way out front. Sharp, deep 3 at the buzzer, no good. We played a half. It's the Muscatine Muskies 33 and the Bettendorf Bulldogs 29. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Muskie Boys basketball on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at CBIBT.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have health insurance questions? You can get expert advice at no additional cost from a well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield authorized independent agent. Call Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to find a well-marked health insurance plan that's right for you and your family. Getting quality health insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, Mike Dunlap, or John Becky, your local health insurance experts today.
John Becky and Mike Dunlap are local authorized independent agents for Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2026 Enclaves, $7,500 off. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, approved credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary, plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. The Muskies are on KWPC. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. Here's Brian and Jake Musell.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. We got a good one here, and we knew we would. Both teams 11-2 in the MAC. The Bulldogs and the Muskies coming into this one, and the winner of this one really in the driver's seat to win the MAC championship this season. Bettendorf got up on the Muskies at the end of one quarter. Actually, the Muskies led 18-14. The Bulldogs had a couple of leads early on, 3-zip and 4-1, but the Muskies had their biggest lead of 16-11 of the night at one point in the first quarter. Adrian Ganpu, big for the Muskies, with 5 points in that first quarter. Back and forth in the second quarter, Bettendorf got ahead of the Muskies at one point, 25-22, but the Muskies closed out on an 11-4 run to shut down the Bulldogs and go into the halftime locker room with a 33-29 lead. Leading scorers at the half for the Muskies leads all scorers. Talon Becker with 9, Spencer B. and Adrian Ganpu each with 6. For the Bulldogs, Michael Gordon, all these guys are two juniors and sophomore. Gordon with 8. Drew Sharp was huge off the bench, the 6'8 junior, 8 points. And Justin Brown, the sophomore, with 6 for Bettendorf. We're going to take a timeout. Jake Musell let you know his thoughts on the first half. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
Muscatine pride runs strong, and MPW is proud to power the Muskies. From lights on the court and stage to the water in your bottle to the internet and TV bringing the action to your home, MPW keeps our community connected. We're more than a utility. We're your hometown team. So cheer loud, Muscatine. Go Muskies. Learn more at mpw.org. Proud supporter of Muskie athletics and activities.
Hey, Muskie fans, this is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an O-R and Kenny with an E-Y. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies!
This is Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. Brian and Jake Musell. And we're at the half. The Muskies lead the Bettendorf Bulldogs 33-29. Jake, your thoughts on half number one?
Yeah, exactly how we thought it was. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be all 4 quarters. That's why the big key of the game is to make sure we do play all 4 quarters. And so far, we have exploited our matchups with Gampu and Sam Church. Like to see those 3 big boys keep going down low, using their strengths, using their body towards this Bettendorf team, making tough shots for them. These refs are calling it. So keep going, using your strengths, using the abilities, and as far as the defensive end, as the big senior Nate Lucaren's been coming through, guarding their best player, Michael Gordon, making every shot difficult for him. He's got 8, leading the Bettendorf team, but everything that he's been putting up has not been easy. Those 8 points, yes, it's on the stat sheet, but those are hard 8 points to come by, so keep doing what they're doing. It needs to take 2 more quarters to get this thing done, though.
Little chippy in the first half, but a lot of fun because that's what first place basketball is all about. Muskies got to protect B and Church, each with 2 fouls at the half. Folks, there you have it. We'll be back with second half action. We'll be back with more Muskie halftime. This is Muskie Boys basketball on KWPC.
You've been listening to the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. The second half is right around the corner on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is John Becky. Do you have questions about your Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts with Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We will help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call Mike Dunlap or myself, John Becky, and get started today.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
Your home for Hawkeye sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Half number 2 getting ready to kick off, and I got handed a note by 2 nice young ladies who walked by and said, Chris Meeker wants me to give her and Don a shout out. They're watching on Huddle in Florida. Well, it's not Florida here. It's not that warm, but here's your shout out, Chris and Don. Enjoy your vacationing weather down in Florida. And now back to the Muskies. Second half action, 33-29, the Muskies on top by 4, and we're underway at half number 2. Church has it, top of the key, feeds Gonpu to the rim. Good, Adrian Gonpu.
Yeah, right.
And the Muskies lead 35-29.
Right on cue. We just talked about it at the halftime. Let the big boys go to work, and they have so. Gonpu, Sam Church, and Bia, they got to take it to work all game. So far, they did that to start.
There's a ball on the floor. And it's going to be out of bounds, and this one will go to the Muskies. So a turnover on Bettendorf. LeKiernan brings the ball up over half court for the Muskies. Now it's Bia. Spencer to the rim. No good. Rebound on the floor. Picked up by Koprick. Good take by Bia. Couldn't get it to fall.
They just left a little bit low off the glass there. Get it high enough and May had a better chance.
Justin Brown pounds the dribble out high for the Bulldogs. Over to Arguello. Now it's to Gordon, and they swing it around the perimeter. 35-29, Muskies by 6. Just underway, third quarter. Shot clock now at 7. They get it to Gordon. He'll take a deep three. Good. Knocks it down. Their leading scorer, 21 a game. And he's got 11 now. He's halfway there. Now he steals it. Going the other way against Becker. Lays it up. No, and a foul on Talon Becker. So just like that, the Muskies 6-point lead. Gordon drills a deep three with the shot clock running out. Then he picks off the Muskies, goes down for the layup, and Becker fouls him. Gordon's 79% on the year from the stripe.
Whether if it's offense or defense, you got to know where the best player is on the floor at. And he so far wants to try to change this game for the Bulldogs and try to get a lead. And as he misses the first free throw here, and you know he's doing it so far. That's a tough three that he just shot. You know that was well outside of 20 feet. LeKaren had a hand in his face, and he was able to make it.
Second free throw on the way by Gordon. No good. Misses a pair, and this one goes off the foot of B and out of bounds. So Bettendorf will keep it. So those are two big misses. 79%, he misses both, but they get the benefit of the loose ball, so they'll have another possession. There's Brown with the inbounds, tries to feed it into Koprick. We got a jump ball. Spencer Bia. Great defense by Spencer. And the possession arrow will stay with the Bulldogs.
And we've talked about it all year with Spencer Bia. He is 6'3", but again, he plays like he's 6'8", 6'9".
There's Gordon, another deep three. Well, he's not gun shy. Misses. Becker clears for the Muskies. Over to Spencer Bia. Bia down the lane. Corner for Church. Church goes baseline. Now they swing it around. Becker's got it. He loses it. A foul. And it's going to be on Koprick, I believe. Actually, it's on Gordon. And that's his third. That's a big foul on their leading scorer. He has 3 fouls with 6:15 to play in the third.
Yeah, and if I'm Becker here, I would notice that, and if he's guarding you, take it to him.
There's Bia to the rim, good, just too strong for that one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, just exploiting that matchup with Arguello being 6'1" versus 6'3", and a guy that we think plays like he's 6'8" for how big and strong he is.
Bia's just a load inside. He's so strong and quick. 37-32, the Muskies by 5. Their biggest lead of the night's been 6. There's a baseline jumper. Gordon, no good. The rebound inside. Gray knocks it back in. And the lead's down to 3. 5:38 left in the third.
Gray's making it a statement so far. That's two offensive rebounds as he's been able to get this half and got Bulldogs some points for it.
Just his first basket, though, and he averages 11 a game. There's Becker in the corner. He's guarded by Justin Brown. He drives into the double team, and it's stolen away by Gray. And here come the Bulldogs. Arguello in the front court. Cross court past Gordon. He looks at a 3. Now he puts it on the deck. Back over Arguello for 3. Step back, no good. And here comes Bia and the Muskies. Spencer down the floor. Ball slapped away and stolen. Gordon took it away. Now he comes down. He fires another 3 and knocks it down. Gordon with another 3, and he's up to 14. You're right, Jake. I'd attack him and get him his 4th foul. Now we got a timeout by Coach Torelli. 4:47 to play. And boy, one-man show as Gordon took over the third quarter so far, and we're tied at 37.
And he's that guy that's going to get this team going, and he's done that so far. He must have not liked what he did in the first half and wanted to take over for his team, and he's done that so far with these two big threes coming out of the half. He's made a couple big steals for this team, and if he's back on the floor, which he's going to be to make this team roll, whoever he's on, which so far it's been our leading scorer, Talon Becker, take it to him. If I'm Becker and I see that, I want to get his fourth foul any way I can, get him out of this game, and don't let him win this game for you.
So let's see the defensive matchups. They come back out now. It's Koperick, Gray, Sharps checked in, along with Justin Brown and Gordon. Gordon, let's see if they're going a little zone here, probably to protect him. The 3-2, they feed it into Ganpu, and that middle is going to be open. There's a ball slapped around on the floor. Gordon chases it down, but it's picked up by Church. And now it's Becker in the corner. He spins it on Sharp. No good rebound, Ganpu. Boy, the Muskies are so quick to the offensive glass.
And they never stop.
LeKiernan has it out high. Muskies adjusting. There's Becker for three. Good! Talon Becker.
Yeah, you give him any space, he's going to knock down that shot.
Community Healthcare 3 for Talon Becker, and the Muskies go up 40-37.
And refs did not see it, but Becker's got to be very careful. He just made that three and had some choice words to Gray or whatever he may said, but just keep your mouth shut and keep playing.
Yeah, the refs aren't afraid to tee up tonight, so you're right, Jake. You got to know who's officiating this. Sharp for three, no good this time, and a rebound Becker. Muskies can extend their lead. Becker in the front court. He'll take another three. No good in the rebound. Spencer Bia. And there's going to be a blocking foul on Koperick. He was frustrated because Bia got that rebound and fouled him.
We've said his name a lot tonight again, and I think we'll keep saying it all year, but these two, between Bia and Ganpu, they just make Muscatine so dangerous. They give their team every chance to get second chance points, rebounds, any way they can. They scrap, they call, and they're physical doing it.
Jaden Davis and Caleb Brown have checked into the lineup, and now they get it to Becker. Baseline jumper, air ball, no good. Rebound, Gabor. He runs it down, back out to Becker. So Canton Welsh has checked into the Muskie lineup now, and he gets it out high, swings it to Gabor. Gabor's also checked in as LeKiernan and Bia check out. There's Church, free throw line, back to Gabor. Ryland swings it over, Welsh deep, three, no good, rebound. Gabor runs it down. The Muskies just out hustling to the basketball. And there's a ball, and it's going to be Bettendorf ball as Jaden Davis got it, threw it off a Muskie leg, out of bounds. 2:59 to play in the third, and Jake, Muskie's missing some shots, but boy, they're getting 2 and 3 opportunities.
Yeah, and just right on cue. Gabor comes in, doesn't even start, knows his role, and comes in and gives your team a fighting chance, and we've done that so far this whole game.
Gordon right wing on Gabor, drives baseline. Out front, there's a three by Caleb Brown, knocks it in. Caleb Brown off the bench with his first basket, and we're tied at 40.
Good-looking shot by him. His feet were set, and he was able to fire wide open three.
And now we've got a foul, and this one's going to go on Jaden Davis, the 5'11 junior, his first. Muskies have 6'4 Becker on the 5'11 Davis. And there's Gabor getting it into Church.
Take it.
Sam backs in on Sharp. Shot on the way. No good rebound. Sharp. And here comes Bettendorf. Tied at 40. Jaden Davis left wing to Sharp. Sharp drives the lane. Shot on the way. Good. Wow, Drew Sharp. Off the bench, to me, he's been the key to this whole night. For Bettendorf, he has 10.
He's been changing his Bulldog team, coming off the bench, coming and giving your team 10 points. That's a huge success.
42-40, Bettendorf by 2. Becker backs in on Davis. Shot on the way, no, and a foul on Davis. And just like that, Becker, that's a big matchup. Big mismatch height-wise for the Muskies. Becker got isolated, and that's what he wanted, and he took it at Davis. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
And this is where you got to take advantage of your opportunities. They let you go to the free throw line. Got to knock both of them down.
Becker's free throw on the way, good. And now Norton checks in for Ganpu and Bia back in for Church. One good thing, the Muskies have not gotten the third foul on Bia or Church here in the third.
Yeah, and Bettendorf's done a good job kind of hiding Gordon with this zone after that timeout. And we talked about those 3 fouls, but, you know, nothing has happened on our side of the ball and trying to go after them.
Becker now with 14 after the free throws, and we're tied at 42. 1:40 to play here in the third. What a game. Sharp has it, swings it to Gray. Gray now over to Gordon, back to Gray. 12-footer air ball, no good, rebound Bia. Gray just hasn't had the offensive game he wanted in the front court. Gabor. Ryland to the rim, no good, tips it up and in!
He was able to follow his own shot. No one was able to box him out. Great play by Gabor.
Muskies are killing the Bulldogs on the offensive glass. Gordon has it. Spin move, crossover, nice drive to the rim, good. This Gordon kid's got game. We're tied at 44, 1:03 to play. A timeout, Bettendorf.
And he's only a 6-foot junior, so he's going to be back next year, and we'll definitely see plenty more of him going forward as well. That guy is a good player, and so far, again, the first half, we kept him under 8 points, and he's already got half that in this half. So, and we've only played three quarters. So he's going to keep it going. We got to get him, make it difficult, make it hard for his shots, put a hand in his face, and if he knocks those down, then so be it.
All their points are coming from the juniors. The Muskies are led by Talon Becker with 14, Ganpu and Bia each with 8. Michael Gordon has 16 and Drew Sharp 10 for the Bulldogs, and we're tied at 44. What else would you want, folks? A tight game between two outstanding basketball teams. 1 minute to play in the third. Ryland Gabor brings it up for the Muskies. Spencer Bia has it over to Becker. 3-ball, top of the key, short. A rebound on the floor, Ryland Gabor. Muskies are just too quick to the basketball.
That's his second offensive rebound this quarter.
There's Welsh over to Bia. Spencer drives it on Sharp, uses body to the rim. No good, tapped and cleared. This time by Jaden Davis for the Bulldogs. Bettendorf in the front court. Shot clock and play clock about a second difference. Game clock at 23. Jaden Davis out front. Bettendorf going to play for one here. They swing it over now for Arguello, and now it's out high for Sharp. Sharp has the top of the key. Over to Koperick. He feeds Sharp. He loses it out of bounds. Oh, nope, it's saved on the baseline with 4 seconds. And we got a jump ball, possession arrow to the Muskies. So the Muskies will get it under their own basket with 4.1 to play here in the third. See if Becker can get something on the run here. Talon.
A lot to do with this.
Gets a screen from Norton. Half-court launch. No good. We've played 3. We're tied at 44. We'll be back for quarter number 4. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. This is Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Quarter number 4. Bettendorf and Muscatine tied at 44. Fours are wild, folks. Sharp for 3 out of the left wing, good. And just like that, Drew Sharp off the bench has been incredible for the Bulldogs. He's up to 13, the 6'8 junior, and it's 47-44. That matches Bettendorf's biggest lead of the night at 3.
Yeah, him and Gordon are the two that you gotta stop. So far, that's his third 3 tonight.
Welsh has it. Canton swings it over to Bia, top of the key. Shot clock at 10 as Becker gets it. Talon, deep 3, top of the key. No good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Koperick, and now to Gordon.
Yeah, Muskies so far has settled on a couple of big, long jump shots on their last 2 possessions. Like to see the big boys go down low again, get Gampu back in there and Bia and see if they can go to work.
There's Gordon, deep 3, no good, and a rebound. Becker, I agree. We got to get something going to the rim in the paint. We played a minute of the 4th, and Bettendorf leads 47-44.
And jump shots are okay, but they got to be wide open right now.
There's Spencer Bia. Over to Becker. And now to Norton. The Muskies swing it around. Walsh has it. Now it's back to Talon. Talon, pump fake, 15-footer. No good. Rebound Norton, but a push-off foul on Thomas Norton. So it's going to be a foul on Tom, and that'll be his first. And the first on the Muskies here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and that's okay with Norton. That's just pure hustle. He was just trying to go after that rebound, and sometimes the refs call those, sometimes they don't. This time they did.
Becker checks out, and Gage Curtis checks in. 6:20 and ticking in this one. There's a bounce pass baseline to Sharp. Sharp looks inside. Now he gets it over to Arguello. Swings it out high now for Dylan Berg, who's checked in the game. Berg between the leg dribble, right side. Clock at 5. There's Gordon. He's going to have to shoot a bailout. Muskies jump out on him. He'll take a deep 30-footer air ball, no good. Great defense by the Muskies, and a shot clock violation for Bettendorf. 5:55 left, and it's Bettendorf 47 and the Muskies 44.
And you got 5:55. This is where you bring your seniors back in here and let them ride out this whole game and take this home. As Gampu just checks in, back in for Norton.
Caden Gray checks in for the Bulldogs. So it's Gray, Sharp, Gordon, Koperick, and Arguello. The Muskies have Gabor, Gampu, Curtis, Bia, and Welsh. There's Bia, swings it over to Welsh. Now out front for Curtis. Curtis tries to feed Gampu, and he gets it. Back to Gage. Gage cross court for Gabor. Now it's Curtis. And there's a 3-ball. Welsh, back iron, no good. Rebound, Gabor. Great hustle and a foul on Gray. Gray got beat to the basketball by Gabor with a frustration foul. Reached and grabbed him. And that'll be the first on Gray, the 6'5 junior. But Rylan Gabor, Jake, that's at least the 3rd time here in the second half he's gotten to the offensive glass and beat people to the ball.
Yeah, so far 3 times this half. He's making a difference for this team.
There's Spencer Bia on Sharp. Now to Gabor. Gabor drives the paint. Too big, too strong. Rylan Gabor, his first basket. And the lead is down to 1.
Yeah, this is why you got to love this Muskie team. It doesn't just take one person. It takes all 8 of us.
Gabor's on Gordon. Good matchup there. Now it's Sharp. He bounces over to Arguello. Now it's over in the corner for Gordon. Now it's back to Sharp. He backs in on Welsh. Looks like he might have traveled. Arguello for 3 out of the corner. Rattles, no good. Rebound inside Gray. And he's going to be fouled inside either by Beer or Welsh. And it's going to be on Canton Welsh. That'll be his second.
Canton just kind of got on his arm, and as Gray got the rebound already.
Ball's inbound. Arguello's got it. Feeds to Sharp. Now to Koprick. Sharp swings it over to Gray. Gray drives in baseline. Picks it up. Feeds it into Koprick, and it's stolen away by Sam Church. Church down the floor to the rim. Shot it away. No. Ganpu tries to get it, but it's off his hands, out of bounds. And that's going to go to Bettendorf. And now Justin Brown checks in for Creighton Arguello.
And Gabor so far is making it difficult. Coach Torelli's got Lucarin and Gabor switching off on Gordon. And I believe he's had a couple opportunities, but hasn't really made any baskets this fourth quarter.
Gordon brings it over half court, guarded by Gabor. Muskies run a double at him, and now it's Gordon's got it back. He gets it over, corner three by Gray, knocks it down. Gray didn't have a point at the half. He's got 5 in the second. That's his biggest shot of the night. It's 50-46 now. Bettendorf by 4, their biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, that was a huge shot by Gray.
There's Ganpu, baseline. On Gordon, Adrian's got to take it at him. There's a shot by Bia, lays it in. Spencer Bia in double figures at 10.
That's great drive, great execution by the Muskies. We don't need to settle for threes right now. Take it strong to the rack, get fouled, make 2-pointers here.
Justin Brown out front, guarded by Curtis. There's Brown to the rim with a runner. Shot no good, rebound Bia, and here come the Muskies. Chance to tie or take the lead right here. Spencer Bia down the lane, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 50.
Great take. This is going to be the Spencer Bia game in the fourth quarter here.
Fans are on their feet. Timeout, Bettendorf. 3:06 to play, and we're tied at 50.
Great take by Spencer Bia again, like I just said. If I'm Muskies, Luke Torelli, I'm keeping my ball in that kid's hands, letting him go to work, letting him go down. He's either going to get fouled. He is too strong to miss these too many twos. He's going to make them. I would keep giving it to 5, give it to 4. You got Adrian Ganpu as well that's going to be able to take it aggressively as well and finish this game off.
You know, I want to mention how good the Muskie bench has been all year, giving these guys great minutes. And, you know, Welsh, Norton, Curtis, Gabor, they'd start on a lot of teams.
Yes,
you know, and they're going to get some, you know, Norton and Gabor will be back next year, get a ton of PT. But Rylan Gabor especially here, second half, keeping a lot of balls alive, playing great defense on Gordon. And the Muskies got their starting 5, it looks like, for the home stretch here now, is LeKiernan and Becker checking back in. And we'll see what happens. We're tied at 50. Both teams 11-2 in the MAC. 3:06 to play. What else would you want?
Yeah, this Muskie bench has been phenomenal, too. Gabor today, you had Tom Norton in the first half making an opportunity. Canton Welsh against North Scott taking a charge on an Iowa State commit. You got Gage Curtis on Tuesday knocking down 2 big threes in the third quarter. I mean, what do you want from this bench other than that? They come through when their team needs it.
Justin Brown out high, swings it over for Gray. Out front now, Koprick to Sharp. Sharp left wing, back to Gordon. Gordon covered up by LeKiernan, runner down the lane, shot rejected by Church.
And that's going to get the crowd going too, because Gordon had a little bit of words in the first quarter to the student section. Great block by Church, and Nate's making it very difficult for Gordon.
50-50, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Koprick will inbounds, gets it to Justin Brown. He'll take a 3 out of the corner, good. Justin Brown knocks down another tray. He's got 9 now on 3 threes. The sophomore, good player he is. Bia to the rim, shot it away, good, and a foul on Caden Gray. Spencer Bia playing man ball now.
He is taking over for this Muskie squad.
We've seen this before. On the season, Bia, 68% from the stripe. There's a big one here to tie it. Free throw by Spencer, good, and we're tied. As Bia now up to 15 to lead the Muskies.
You got Sharp, Gordon, and Brown. You got to watch for 3 and make sure Gray doesn't crash that glass.
Gray has it, 53 all. Justin Brown has it. Swings it over to Gray, and now in the corner for Sharp. Sharp, top of the key. Back over to Koprick. The senior stolen by Church, but picked up by Sharp. Now it's back to Gray. Shot clock at 3. Gray fires a 15-footer. Good. And a foul. What a big shot by the junior. Got a tip of the hat to that. Man, that was a shot clock running out. And the foul's on Spencer Bia, his third. Huge shot by the junior, Caden Gray.
Yeah, and that's always a tough one too. When Muskies work their butt off for 35 seconds, did a phenomenal job, and then Gray, who's had a slow night all night, and he was coming through for this Bulldog team in the fourth quarter.
I mean, the Muskies couldn't have played better on defense, and Gray, got to give him credit. Great shot. He's up to 8 points all in the second half. And Bettendorf leads 56-53. There's Becker, left wing, out front for Church. Church picks it up. And now you got a timeout, Muscatine. 1:45 left. Bettendorf 56, the Muskies 53. Bettendorf with 2 timeouts left. The Muskies with 4. And the possession arrow goes to the Muskies. So, Jake, what a game. Actually, the Muskies burnt that timeout, so they have 3 left. Leading scorers in this one, Michael Gordon with 16, and Drew Sharp with 13 for Bettendorf. And the Muskies are led in scoring by Spencer Bia with 15, Talon Becker with 14.
Yeah, and Beal was getting it going because they went back to man-to-man. And so far, Coach Vesey, just out of that last possession for the Bulldogs, went to zone and made, Coach Torelli call a timeout, which was a very good timeout. Make sure your offense is set. You don't need a 3 here. You got 23 seconds on the shot clock here. Get your best basket.
LeKiernan out high. Setting up a play. They get it to Bia. Now they go to Becker. Becker to LeKiernan, right wing, wide open 3 for Nate. Bingo! LeKiernan with a big 3. And the senior captain, and we're tied at 56. LeKiernan now with 6 on 2 threes. There's Gordon. And now we've got a timeout, Bettendorf. 1:17 left. Tied at 56. Nate LeKiernan with huge shot there. He can stroke it, folks. He just doesn't look to shoot that much with all he always is distributing.
Yeah, absolutely. That guy's always slept on because you got Becker, Bia, you got Sam Church that can hit the 3 ball. They left him sleeping. They were trying to double on Becker, and you left LeKiernan wide open. He's going to knock that down to make him pay. There's a reason why he's got a C on his chest, and it's not obviously because of his words, his defense. It's also because he can put the ball in the hoop, and that's what he did for this Muskie squad.
No doubt about it. What a basketball game. 13-3 Bettendorf, 11-2 in the MAC. The Muskies 14-2, 11-2 in the MAC. And the winner of this one, boy, the road's going to be a lot clearer to get that MAC championship whoever wins this one tonight.
And Coach Witcher's in there talking to their team too, and making sure their Muskie squad is in defensive sets. What they got to do with Gordon, what they got to do with Brown after making 3 threes in this team. And then you got the sharp shooter, Sharp, off the bench, the 6'8 junior, coming off the bench and knocking those 3 down. And so far in this fourth quarter, number 35, Gray, has been able to get their opportunity, second chance points for this Bulldog team. So keep them off the glass.
Justin Brown, the sophomore, out high. Muskies in man. Sharp has it. Shot clock at 15. Sharp picks his dribble up. There's Brown, left wing. He swings it out to Gordon. That's who they want to have the ball. Shot clock at 7. LeKiernan on him. Gordon, deep 3. No, short. Rebound run down by LeKiernan, and here come the Muskies. 50 seconds left. And there's Gordon, almost commits his 4th foul. There's Bia now as they stretch it out. They're in man. They want Spencer to go one-on-one. And now they get it back to him as they're going to clear aside, and Gray fouls him. And that'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, and they just know that, B has been taking it strong to the rack. So far, when Bettendorf's in man-to-man, he has been taking advantage of his opportunities, going straight to the rack. I'm putting the ball in my hands, in that kid's hands, if it's man-to-man, and letting him go to work, and I'm going to live and die by that.
So by doing that, I'm not sure I like that. Gray fouls Bia 30 feet away from the rim, and I know they didn't like the matchup, but they can fall back and help defense. But we're tied. What that did, the shot clock was down to 17. It reset the shot clock.
Yeah.
So the Muskies now are playing for the last shot of the game. Based on that, I'm not sure I like the fact that, because I think they wanted him to foul, and then they called the timeout. So we're sitting here at 56. This is a big advantage for the Muskies. They can play for one here.
Yeah, and that's what you should do. Let them go play for one now here and win off this offense possession. I look down on the corner here, and you just talked about the 35-second shot clock. I always forget about that because when I was in high school, we didn't have one of these. That was a big time. That was a bad foul that Matt Koss just said. He pointed that out down there easily. So, for the Muskies, take advantage of this. If they're not going to foul you anymore, take it down to the wire, shoot, get a shot with 5 seconds, run your play with 10 seconds. But make sure, you got to make sure if it's your last shot, you have to make sure it's the last shot of this fourth quarter.
Even in isolation situations, B is that far away. He's got to work his way down to the rim. They can run help. There's LeKiernan, and the Muskies going to play for one here. Let's see what set they come up with. Over to Bia. Spencer Bia pounds the dribble out high. Gray guarding him. Shot clock down to 20, game clock at 20. It's basically the same. And now Bia still out high, holding the basketball.
He's going to go to work here, last shot.
Gray's out on him with 3, shot clock at 8. And now Bia has it. He spins it to Church. Sam Church, step back, 17-footer, no good rebound. Gordon, he shoots it at the buzzer. No, we're tied at 56, and we've got overtime, folks. From Muscatine, we're going to take a timeout. You listen to Muskie Boys basketball on KWPC.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have questions about Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts at Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We'll help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call John Becky or me, Mike Dunlap, and get started today.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2026 Enclaves, $7,500 off. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, approved credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary. Plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical...
We're back at Muscatine High School. Brian and Jake Musell. Overtime between Bettendorf and Muscatine. We're tied at 56. Adrian Gonpu will jump for the Muskies against Ben Koperick for the Bulldogs. Tap controlled by Bettendorf and Sharp in the front court now. It's Arguello. 4 minutes on the clock. There's Gordon for 3 out of the corner. And the junior knocks it down, and he's up to 19 points. And it's 59-56.
Yeah, that's just a confident stroke by Gordon, the young junior. Good-looking player.
There's Bia back to LeKiernan. LeKiernan out high for the Muskies. Bettendorf and man. Very few people have left this one. There's Church. Sam drives to his left, picks it up, swings it over LeKiernan. LeKiernan now on the deck. Shot clock at 3. Gets it to Bia, deep 3 out of the wing, no good rebound. Bia takes it away, and we got a foul, I believe, on Spencer Bia. or it's actually stepped on the end line. So a turnover on the Muskies. Good hustle by Spencer trying to get that rebound. So Bettendorf now leads by 3 here in overtime with 3:09 left in overtime. Michael Gordon walks it up the floor, the fine junior sharpshooter. 19 on the night, averaging 21 a game. They swing it over Arguello. Now he gives it to Koprick. Cross court, Gray for 3. Rattles in. Jaden Gray. 11 points in the second half in overtime. Bettendorf, biggest lead of the night now, 62-56. There's LeKiernan. Nate spins baseline shot. No good. And the rebound by Arguello. He gets it out to Sharp, and Bettendorf now walks this one up the floor. Muskie's running
10.
Pressure at him. And it was a 10-second violation.
Yeah, I mean, there's 24 on the shot clock, and he was walking it up, and I do appreciate one ref looking at that because
a heads up by LeKiernan to run at him and make him eat some more time. And then Becker ran.
So same here for the Muskies. You got 2:22 to play. You don't need a 3. You need the best open shot here. Take it to the rack and get your points.
And there's a foul on Gordon, and that'll be his 4th. He and Becker had been jawing a little bit most of the night, and they were talking a little bit before that one. As Becker has 14 for the Muskies, their leading scorer and senior. Michael Gordon. And now they bring in Justin Brown. Little offense-defense here, I would assume, because Gordon won't sit very long.
No,
we're in overtime with 4 fouls.
And they switched Gordon on LeKiernan.
There's Becker with a runner. No good. And the rebound cleared by Koprick. Now Sharp. Got to get it up over half court, and another 10-second violation.
Yep.
Bettendorf's not paying attention to the shot clock or the game clock because that's a consecutive 10-second violations. Those are huge turnovers. Twice with 6-point leads. They didn't get the ball over half court. Muskies got to make them pay here. Game clock under 2. LeKiernan out high. Shot clock now at 25 and ticking. Gonpu has it. Over to Church. They feed Bia to the rim. No good, and a foul on Koprick. And that's going to be his 3rd, and Spencer Bia go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, got to knock these free throws down. Got to get a stop as Gordon is going to come back in the game here and play a little offense, defense. So see what we got to do, but we got to make these free throws first as he knocks down the first.
Folks, stay tuned after the game. Jake Musell will give you his Ed Morris, Chevy, Buick, GMC Muscatine Chevy, Let's Drive Together player of the game. Bia knocks down the first. Spencer's second one on the way. No good. Bettendorf now. Brown in the front court. And they do beat the shot clock this time, or beat the 10-second call. Gordon picks it up. Over to Sharp. Bettendorf by 5, $1:30 left in this one. Gabor in on Gordon. Gordon picks his dribble up, back out to Justin Brown. He's guarded by LeKiernan. Brown, the sophomore, 3 threes and 9 points tonight. Now they get it to Sharp, who's been huge for Bettendorf. He's got it. He fires up a shot. Shot clock running out. And he knocks down a 2. That's an incredible shot. Beating the shot clock. Sharp with 15 off the bench. Bia to the rim. And a foul. And it's going to be a jump ball on Jaden Gray. And it's 64-57. Bettendorf up by 7 here as they've controlled overtime. 1:01 left. And now we've got a timeout, Muscatine. 1:01 left in overtime. Bettendorf 64 and the Muskies 57. And a lot of storylines in this one tonight, but none bigger than junior Drew Sharp off the bench. 2 teams playing for a MAC title, and the 6A junior 15 off the bench. That's a huge shot there to beat the clock.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the difference for the Bulldogs. He's been the difference for this whole entire game, and the reason the score is the way the score is 15 off the bench on a high school game. That's hard to do. Usually you see those guys. Those are more of the role players of being dirty, getting scrappy, getting the loose balls, taking charges, and giving their team a chance to win. And he's been putting the ball in the bucket, all night with 15 points, and I think he's second leading scorer on that team behind Gordon. So phenomenal job by him.
1:01 left, game reset. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Bettendorf 5 team fouls, the Muskies 3. LeKiernan will inbounds. Bettendorf leads 64-57. Nate gets it out. Gabor for 3, top of the key. No good, and a rebound. Jaden Davis. The Muskies trap, and they foul in the backcourt, and it's going to be Spencer Bia, and that'll be his 4th. So Brown and Gordon check into the Bettendorf lineup. They've also got Koperick, Sharp, and Gray. The Muskies of Bia, LeKiernan, Gabor, Becker, and Ganpu. There's a ball inbounds for Gordon, and he's fouled immediately. And it's going to be on Nate LeKiernan, his 2nd. .55 seconds or 54.9. Gordon will go to the line. 79% in the season. Free throw no good. He's missed 3 tonight.
So right here, down 7, possibly 8 here with this free throw, depending on this free throw. Need a quick shot. You got 54 seconds left. Need a quick shot, maybe get a timeout out of it, and make sure your defense is set.
Free throw good. So Gordon makes the 2nd. And he's up to 20. Jaden Davis checks in for him, the offense-defense switch. And Gabor brings up the floor for the Muskies. He drives in. There's a foul on Sharp, who didn't get set. And good job by Gabor. Only wasted 4 seconds there, hustling up the court. Drew the foul. He'll go to the line now.
Yeah, smart heads-up, giddy play by him. You got to make these free throws here. This is where the clock stops. You have an advantage for the Muskies here. I'm looking over on Coach Vessey's side. He is unhappy with that foul. He just told his team not to foul, and that's what they did. And they, like Dad said, there's only 4 seconds that they just ran off the clock as he makes down his first free throw. So he'll be down 6.
Gabor's 78% of the season, knocks down the first. This is a big free throw. 65-58. He makes this, the Muskies can cut it to a 2-score game. Free throw on the way, good. 65-59.
That offense, defense here with Welsh checking in for Bia, with Bia having 4 fouls.
Gray gets it in for Gordon, and he's fouled immediately by Welsh. That'll be the 3rd on Canton Welsh. And Michael Gordon now will go to the stripe.
Yeah, and I don't know if Coach and both Canton really liked that. I think they had a double team, and I think Canton was just trying to go after the ball and didn't mean to foul there. And they had a trap and could have maybe got a turnover, but ended up fouling one of their best players.
Gordon's free throw is good. And now Curtis checks in for Ganpu. Muskies need some 3-point shooting, so Gage checks in. (66-59). Bettendorf's biggest leads of the night have all come in overtime here. 2nd free throw good. He knocks down a pair, and it's 67-59. That matches their biggest lead of 8. Becker in the front court for Gabor. He wasn't looking. Now Curtis picks it up. Becker deep three, top of the key, short. The rebound out of bounds, and will go to the Bulldogs with 38.9 left. Brown and Gordon check back in.
Need a steal and a shot. Quick shot.
Great inbounds, gets it to Brown. He's triple teamed to the backcourt, and it's going to be Muskie ball on the turnover. It went off Brown and out of bounds.
There you go. Now out of the outbounds play, you got to get a quick three here. See if we can cut the lead.
35.1 left. Overtime, 67-59. They get it into Becker. Becker, fall away shot in the lane, no good. Rebound, LeKiernan tried to save it. Davis gets it and fouled by Welsh, and that'll be his fourth. 29.6. Some of the fans starting to head to the exits.
Man, it was just a tough loss. I mean, don't obviously want to call it yet, but you know, getting to the line here, making a chance, maybe 8 or cut it with 9 to 10 points here. You know, just a good game. I mean, all 4 quarters they had it down. They tied it up in the fourth quarter, and Bettendorf is just, you know, came with sharp, coming with 15 off the bench. Just really made this whole team and game change.
Jaden Davis, first 2 points of the night. 69-59. Bettendorf by 10. Gabor pushes it up for the Muskies to LeKiernan. There's Walsh taking a deep three. Good. Canton Welsh knocks it down. 69-62 with 20 and a half seconds remaining in this one. Folks, going into overtime, we burned one of our post-game commercials, so you're not going to hear a lot of that. When this one's over, we're going to recap it, and then we'll take a commercial break, and then we'll be done. Then we'll come back with Jake's player of the game. But I can give you a lot of recap as we're going right now. I mean, this game been an outstanding basketball game. The Muskies led after one, 18-14, and led 33-29 at the half. We were deadlocked after 3 at 44 and deadlocked at the end of regulation at 56. A lot of big hoops going back and forth. Overtime, Bulldogs have really taken charge. They've outscored Muscatine 13-3 here in overtime, and they lead by 10 at 69-59. 22 seconds left. Leading scorers in the game tonight for Bettendorf. Michael Gordon with 21. Drew Sharp with 15. Caden Gray with 11. Justin Brown with 9. The Muskies are led on the night. Spencer Bia with 16. Talon Becker with 14. Bettendorf for the inbounds. Koprek going over the top to Gray. Surprised he didn't do this sooner, but it's a bad pass. And now Becker is going to get fouled by Gray under the basket. So another mistake is Coach Vesey. You know, they're doing everything they can to keep the Muskies hanging around. They foul. Up 7 with 20 seconds left in overtime. No reason for that. The Muskies would have to go all the way down the floor. They would have burned at least 8 or 10 seconds to get a shot off. But instead, they can shoot 2 with the clock stopped.
And so far, they're just taking advantage. And never say never. You get 20.7, down 7. Got to knock down these 2 free throws here and cut it to 5. And who knows? You get a turnover, make a 3, get a layup, or and get a foul and miss 2 free throws. I mean, obviously that sounds crazy, but we've seen it, and it can be done.
Well, in overtime, Bettendorf had leads of 6. They had a lead of 62-56 consecutive times. Could not get the ball over half court inside of the 10-second violation. So the Muskies had opportunities there. And now Becker will shoot 2. Free throw on the way is good. And he'll get one more. The Muskies have cut it now to a 2-possession game. Talon's second free throw on the way, no good. And the rebound, Bettendorf, and there's a foul immediately. Or actually, we're going to get a timeout, Bettendorf.
Yeah, and that was actually Gordon who called that timeout.
Heading play by the junior. No broadcast Tuesday night next week, folks. Both teams on the road. But Friday night, please come out next Friday night. Girl-boy doubleheader against Davenport North. Cake auction night. The biggest fundraising night of the year for the Muscatine High School Athletic Booster Club. Please come out. Support the community high school. It's just an incredible event. You've never been to it. You got to come once. You got to go see what happens and the great community support and sponsors, not just by corporations, but by small business and by individuals that just feel like kicking in a donation to the high school booster club. It's money well spent. The booster club helps facilitate funds to, I believe, over 70 different clubs and groups throughout the high school. So the money's well spent. It goes right back to your kids, grandkids, nephews, nieces, whoever. But come on out. It's a great community event. Cake auction next Friday night here at Muscatine High School. Doors open at 5 or so. Come out, go check them out. Check out all the cakes and then watch the presentation of others. There's a ball inbounded and a foul on LeKiernan. So Gordon will go back to the stripe to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, I remember back in the day during cake auction, I put my name and $25 in every single one of them. And I remember we came home with about 5 and probably I think I got grounded that night, and that was probably the only time. But
no, I thought it was great when your older brother Adam came at the end of the third quarter of one of the games and said, "Dad, I bought a cake." He was like in 5th grade. I go, "I don't think you did."
How much money?
I don't remember. I think he bid $75 on something.
There you go.
How did you bid $75?
In all seriousness, no, the cakes are awesome. Individuals buying them. There's a cafeteria open, got a big square you can walk around all the cakes and look at all the designs, and it's obviously for a good cause. And I remember the last couple years being here during cake auction, there's been thousands of dollars, donated for them.
Curtis back out front for Gabor. Deep 3, top of the key. Good, Rylan Gabor. And we got a timeout, Muskies. 10.9 to play. Gabor up to 9 off the bench. He's had an outstanding night for the Muskies. And it's 71-66. Still hanging around.
Yeah, Muskies not going away so fast. You got a 5-point game, 10.9. Obviously, Muskies have no timeouts left, so these are turnovers, get quick shots, turnovers, and if they get the ball in play, then you got to foul them right away and hope they miss their free throws. But I can't stress enough how good that junior off the bench have been for them. That Drew Sharp, 6'8" junior, lefty, kind of a little awkward, orthodox shot, but he's been making them. It's very smooth, and in the fourth quarter, I believe it's overtime. Muskies had a great stop again with 2 on the shot clock, and he throws up a prayer, and it goes in, and that kind of almost sealed this deal for tonight's game.
Those are the shots you practice in your driveway. You can tell he had. Big shot. So Bettendorf comes out, 10.9 left. In overtime, they lead 71-66. There's Koprick, gets it in. Now Gordon in the corner, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the stripe to shoot 2 more. I've got him with 23. The lineups on the scoreboard, they don't have his number up there. I'm not sure why. But I think he's got 23 according to what I had written. I know Sharp has 15, and Gray has 11 for the Bulldogs. Becker with 15, and Bia with 16 for the Muskies. Now Gordon Free throw on the way, and it's good. And one more will make it a 3-possession game with 8.4 to go. Second free throw on the way, good. Gordon makes a pair. 73-66. There's Curtis for three, right wing, good. Gage Curtis, a Community Healthcare three. And that's a final. Bettendorf 73 and the Muskies 69 here from Muscatine High School. And a tough one for the Muskies. The Bettendorf players are waving goodbye to the Muskie student section. And the final tonight, as we said, in the first quarter, the Muskies led 18-14 after one, 33-29 at the half. We were locked at 44 after three, and at the end of regulation, it was 56 all. And the final in overtime, Bettendorf beats the Muskies 73-69. Bettendorf had bulged their lead to 10 at one point in overtime. It's 69-59. And a tough one as the Muskies coming off the floor. You can see the dejection for the players right there for the Muskies. Really a tough one at home tonight. Leading scorers tonight for Bettendorf, their fine junior and leading scorer, Michael Gordon, with 25. They had Caden Gray, junior, off the bench with 11. All of those in second half and overtime. But Drew Sharp, I thought, was the key to this whole game for the Bulldogs. 6'8" junior off the bench with 15 points. Just some huge shots down the stretch by Sharp. The Muskies, led by Spencer Bia with 16. Talon Becker with 15. Gabor had 9 off the bench, and I thought he was outstanding for the Muskies also tonight off the bench. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with Jake Musel's Ed Morse breakdown of this one and his player of the game. You're listening to Muskie Basketball on KWPC.
Muscatine pride runs strong, and MPW is proud to power the Muskies. From lights on the court and stage to the water in your bottle to the internet and TV bringing the action to your home, MPW keeps our community connected. We're more than a utility. We're your hometown team. So cheer loud, Muscatine. Go Muskies. Learn more at mpw.org. Proud supporter of Muskie athletics and activities.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Go Muskies.
Hey, Muskie fans, this is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an OR and Kenny with an EY. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth, and a tough one tonight for your Muscatine Muskies. They fall to 14-3 on the season and 11-3 in the MAC. Bettendorf improves to 14-3 on the season and 12-2, and they're now in sole possession of first place in the Mississippi Athletic Conference as they defeat the Muskies 73-69 here in overtime. And Jake Musel, we saw an outstanding basketball game. We knew it was going to be a great game, and I was just curious what your thoughts were on tonight's contest.
Yeah, absolutely tough loss. You know, this is a big time matchup. This is where you want to be as a high school kid. These are the memories you're obviously gonna remember forever. And this Muscatine team fought hard. They played hard all the way until the end. They even in overtime when they made a run, we weren't quitting even until the clock hit 0. So still proud of this Muscatine team. They got to understand that, it is this game. It was a tough loss. Soak it in tonight, but hey, you still got 3 more regular season games. You can prove who you are on those 3 games and make sure that no other team, gets in the way of you as well as going to state, So it was a tough game, tough loss. The Edmore Chevy Buick GMC player of the game, that's hard to do when you lose, but when I want to give it to 2 guys, and that's the bench, Rylan Gabor and Thomas Norton. Tom Norton came through in the first half, right before the second quarter was over, and had a big offensive rebound, got fouled, and made a quick bucket and kind of gave momentum going into that second half. And then Rylan Gabor coming through in the third quarter. He had 3 offensive rebounds in the third quarter. Had a big-time matchup guarding Gordon with Luke Aaron. Those 2 did a good job on him. And then in the overtime, wasn't quitting, made a couple big threes for them and with 9 points. So those 2 are going to get the player of the game. I know it's an individual award, but I'm going to give it to 2 coming off the bench, and Tom Norton and Rylan Gabor.
Great choice, Jake. Folks, tough one tonight, but the season is not over. The Muskies go to Clinton Tuesday night, have Davenport North. Next Friday, cake auction. Then they've got Tuesday night, home against Assumption, and then they finish the season at DeWitt Central. So 4 MAC games remaining. A lot can happen in those last 4 games for each team. This has been a broadcast of Muscatine High School Athletics, granted to Krieger Media Company by the Muscatine Community School District. Any rebroadcast of this game is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the Muscatine Community School District and Krieger Media Company. We want to thank engineer Tim Scott. Our next game will be the Friday doubleheader next Friday, the 13th, for girl-boy doubleheader when the Muskies welcome Davenport North. It is cake auction night, so pack the house, folks. Once again, our final from Muscatine High School. In overtime, the Bettendorf Bulldogs 73, the Muscatine Muskies 69. For Jake Musell, I'm Brian Musell, and you have been listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC Muscatine's Choice 4 Music.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a